What's good? I'm Nomad the Native, and you are tuned into The Snippet, a comfortable spot where we let the art spark the conversation. I link with artists, and we take a deep dive into the emotions and context that drive our creativity. So, join us as we connect, collaborate, and converse here on The Snippet. What's good? It's your boy Nomad the Native. I am here with the beautiful and talented Miss Kam.
Hello.
Thank you for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
Before I get too deep into stuff, you are a rapper.
Yeah.
You be singing too.
Yeah.
I be listening. You be
sure.
singing. And you're an amazing performer.
Thank you.
So thank you for joining us on the show.
Thank you. I'm really excited to be here.
I'm excited to have you. Actually, I've been looking forward to this all season. Hey, and in case you didn't know, you watching The Snippet. What's good? So, it's the tradition. We're gonna start the show off with a snippet. You ready?
Good.
All right. So this song you picked, but I had to like almost twist your arm to pick. Is Raw, right? It came out. What year did it come? What year did Raw come out?
2022.
22. All right, bet. So.
Ever felt like you already knew your purpose? Even worse, you feel like everything you do is worthless. Doubting your intuition, probably why you feeling nervous. I know you praying to the angels, wonder if they heard us. You listen close enough, you can hear they wings flap. City where I'm from, we only really hear them things clap. Damn, I lost it all, can get them things back, but I'ma gain it all back. No matter if I sing, rap, or sling crack. Saw you saying things about the squad, did you mean that? Don't be making mirrors, bring the tear, have them lean back. Say they was throwing dirt up on my name. Yeah, I seen that. They hungry for my energy, I know that I can't feed that, but I pity the fool that picked me to lose.
I really like that song.
Appreciate you.
You're very welcome. I like the deep shit. I like when you talking your shit.
Yeah.
Cause like you have like a strength about your vocal performance that like when you talking your shit it shines. But when you're talking about things that are deeper and more like personal, there's like I like the relatable shit. That's just my taste. I like the deep, personal, relatable shit. So
That's what I do it for. You feel me? We gonna be dragging, but like when the dragging is over and you go home, you lay down and it's dark at night.
when it's dark at night.
When is them thoughts? Nah, real shit.
How often, like, how do you balance that, like, the two, like, dragging and, like, talking on the more personal level in your music?
I guess I just be trying to figure out, like, all right, what mood am I in? Do I feel like dragging? Or do I feel like, keeping it real with niggas? I guess that depends on the space that I'm in life. And I kind of just, like, go with the flow for real. Like, if you in the water and you swimming, you can't control the tide. You just gotta
Flow with it.
Yo,
go with
because
it.
if you go against it, then
Fighting, and you want to drown.
you gonna get tired.
Yeah.
You gonna get real tired. So it's just like, just go with it for real. And that's what I've been trying to figure out. It's like, okay, we here. We just flowing for real. So the balancing part I'm not gonna say it's easy, but like I said, if you in the water and you trying to survive, nigga, you just like, all right, well, fuck it. Let me just float. Real
Let me
shit.
just float with it.
Real shit.
Do you find yourself? Is it like so? Like, is it like driven by moments that you're living? Like, all right, I'm having like I'm out here dragging, and thus
Absolutely.
I'm in the studio dragging.
Absolutely. I tend to be a very temperamental person, and music has been an outlet for me to not drag on people. Still working on it. I still be cussing people out. I still be, I be giving it to them. But like I said, when I first started music, it was like, let me not spaz on people because I do care about people. Contrary to popular belief, I be giving a fuck about y'all. But I just be having to, that is my way of balance. It's showing people that mirror. It's like, okay, like, just like how you could drag on me, it's my turn. But ain't so fun when the rabbit got the gun. Bah, 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 bah. So, with that being said, you feel me? Like, that's just the balance for real. Sometimes you gotta be the rabbit, sometimes you gotta be the shooter.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes you're gonna be in a vulnerable space, and sometimes you're gonna be in a space where you have all the control. But you gotta know that it's not always gonna be like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, I can't always be fun when I got the gun. I don't feel comfortable with the gun in my hand sometimes, because I know.
Because you know you're dangerous.
Exactly what I just did.
Bow.
Fa, ra, 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 ra. Like, it's Christmas time. Fa, la, la, la. But other than that, you know, yeah, I got to keep it real with niggas and be like, yeah, you know, I be feeling shit. Because I feel like anybody that has aggressive-ass energy like that, it's just like it's a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
Or it's protection. Or it's whatever the fuck is going to keep you safe before you have to let it off.
Our brains do that. Like, whether we realize it or not, our minds are trying to keep us safe, even when we're like acting out and doing things that we're not necessarily proud of.
You don't even realize it.
You don't realize it, but for better or worse, you try and protect yourself. And like, when you look at shit through that lens, it's easier to give yourself grace and give other people grace.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so as you were saying that, it made me think, because like sometimes you drag on records, so you don't gotta drag on people.
For sure.
Do you feel like when you're on the more personal side, and do you feel like sometimes you're saying things in those more personal records because you can't say it to other people, or because you have to say it here first in order to say it to somebody else? I
think it's a little bit of both. I think that music is a space where sometimes it forces people to hear you. You get what I'm saying? Like, you cannot fuck with me, we cannot be speaking, but you gonna hear this song, and you gonna listen to it, and you gonna be like, damn, that's how you really feel? You get what I'm saying? Sometimes it's conversations that you just can't have with people, but I think that it's a connection that I have with music, and that everybody has with music for real, where it's like sometimes you gonna say shit that niggas gonna feel, where it's like they put it into words where you never thought, like, okay, damn. It's some shit that I be saying in music that I could probably never form my lips to even say to a person's face. You get what I'm saying? It's not saying I'm a bitch or nothing. But
nah, you human.
You get what I'm saying? Like, it be some vulnerable shit going on where it's like, damn, like when it's just me alone in my thoughts and when I really think about it. You get what I'm saying? I even said this shit on Raw. Like, bro, like I keep a space for everybody. Like, I don't care what happens. Shit be happening, life be happening, but it's just like, bro, we all here. We all feeling shit. So, you know, I just try to show people that it's okay to feel, even when you be dragging. Like, cause I'm the type of nigga, I see why niggas be dragging. Like I said, like, I get it. I drag for whatever reason I got to, but that's between me and God. Whatever your reason is, that's between y'all. And I'm not going to sit here and try to dig it out of you. I just hope that whatever I say is motivation for people to, you know, be transparent, be vulnerable. Ain't nobody gonna beat your ass about it.
Yeah. I'm like, if they try.
If they try,
win.
I mean, cool, throw that shit.
Yeah, like win, nigga.
You feel me? But other than that, you good, bro. Real shit. Like, it's cool to be vulnerable. It's cool to, like, tell people how you feel. Like, I feel like it's cool to just be you.
Yeah, I love that about music, actually. Like, it gets to be, and for me, I look at it like journaling. Like, it can be a space for you to say something that maybe you don't even have the opportunity to say to somebody or for yourself. Not even to nobody. It's for you to say it, just to get it out of your head, get it out, like, just to, like, be like, all right, it's okay. It's okay that I feel this way.
Real shit.
These are the feelings.
Real shit.
Let me let them loose right quick.
Let it out.
Yeah, so it's not pent up.
Be feeling just how you feel. Be like, that's my shit. Be like, damn, for real?
You ever had people like listen to some of these more personal records and hit you like, hey, I really felt that shit. Like, I felt exactly that way.
I think the craziest thing I've had is somebody, they were an atheist, and they told me one of my songs remade them think religion. And
that's powerful, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like, it's a lot of things people done told me, like, bro, I done played your music, like, on my labor playlist. Like, having a child, like, people work out to my shit, all type of shit. And I just be looking like, damn, like, I think we all, like, how do I say this? Emotions and energy, they share the same kind of like common denominator for real.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be anger, whether it be rage, whether it be like, it's every emotion is pretty powerful depending on how you channel it for real. But like I was talking about earlier, it don't really matter about the words. Like, what do the beat make you feel? Like, what does everything, like, with all of this combined, what the fuck does it make you feel?
Yeah.
And like, yeah, it'd be cool to watch people tap into that for real.
I love that shit. I love how music does that. Like, this ain't even an interview question. I just love, I love how
real
music
shit.
does that shit where like, you can hear something and you may not even resonate with the words per se, but the energy got you in a particular, like, even if it's not it may not be the mood that the artist was in,
For sure.
but it's the mood that you're in.
For sure.
And as you're engaging with the music in this particular way, it just take you somewhere and it's like, nigga, this is my workout song. This is going to get me, like, this is where my
Exactly.
ego feels biggest.
Exactly.
This is where I feel strongest. Like, and it just
Exactly.
take you somewhere. Like, I love that shit. I love that shit.
And that's the point of it all. That's why I do that shit. For sure.
You're powerful. Just wanted to say that. Side note.
You too.
Thank you.
No problem.
I really like how strong and sharp your pen is. Like, you say things and it feels like, even when you may not necessarily be trying to be super witty in a particular bar, you're saying it and it has impact. Or you're saying some shit and that was fucking witty. You know what I mean? Like, wow. Bars. So like, you got me thinking, one of the questions I wanted to ask was, what are your absolute do's and don'ts when you're writing songs? Like name like 3 do's, 3 don'ts. What are your absolute do's or don'ts?
I'm gonna start with the don'ts. Don't take another nigga flow. Don't sound like anybody else. And don't do what anybody else is doing.
That's 3.
It's always my top 3.
What's the do's?
The do's is to always challenge yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Always do something different.
Mm-hmm.
And always be yourself.
Mm-hmm. Challenge yourself, do something different, be yourself. I feel like people who don't listen to music don't understand how difficult it can be. Not always is, but it can be to be 100% authentic in...
It's very hard.
Because like when you're making
very
stuff for
hard.
people to listen to share with other people, whether it's expectations or whatever, sometimes you can get caught up trying to perform. Being a performer, you get caught up
Absolutely.
performing for people rather than expressing your honest self.
Absolutely.
So I resonate with your do's and your don'ts.
For sure. Because it's like you got to kind of... You're going to tell people like your don'ts are your do's and your do's are your don'ts. It's going to be a lot of people that's going to blur the lines for you. But it's like you kind of have to just stick with yourself and like what integrity looks like to you when it comes to creativity for real.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, I feel like the most respectable part about art is taking something from your mind and bringing it to life. That's special. That's really, really, really special. Like, and I think people don't give themselves enough credit for just thinking of something. Because a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't just be like, oh, I imagine that. Yo, have you ever heard of motherfuckers? They don't talk to themselves. Like, they don't hear, like,
They see pictures instead.
What the fuck you mean? Bro, I literally...
I do
like,
both.
Bro,
I
I'm
do
like,
both.
Bro, this is how I know artists are different. Like, whether it be, like, cinema, like, production, anything, we're different because we have such a vivid imagination. It's like, bro, I'm about to lose it if I don't get this shit out.
It feels
I'm about to lose
compulsory.
it. And
Yes.
Exactly. So it's like, bro, like, I think that's the part where all artists relate, but even people that aren't artists or creative or what you want to call it, people see that and they're like, damn, I wish that I could conceptualize how I feel, my emotions, what has driven me to just make something out of a thought. That's powerful, but people don't give enough credit to the fact that it's like, bro, you thought of that shit.
It's God-given.
You thought of that shit. You don't need nobody else to confirm that shit. I don't ask people, what do you think of this song? I don't give a fuck about how you feel about it. And that's why I wrote the song raw. I don't give a fuck about
It's
none
raw.
of the industry
It's
shit.
not filtered.
I don't give a fuck about, bro. I respect your opinion, but at the end of the day, it don't matter.
No, I feel that.
I love you to death. Kano the same thing. Every single nigga in here, there's nothing you could tell me about myself, what I've created, what I'm going to create, that's ever going to make me sway from any decision that I make as an artist. And I want every single artist to feel like that. To know that you do have the power to say, like, bro, I'm going to be whoever the fuck I want to be. And because I said I am. Because that's all it takes. Because I had a thought and I said it. Now what? Because if none of us even had the thought to even do any of this shit, we wouldn't be here right now. None of us.
We wouldn't even be in the studio right now.
We wouldn't be here right now. It started with a thought. Yeah, a couple niggas came along. It was like, yeah, I agree with that thought. It gave you confirmation. God's going to do that. That's why we're here with a whole bunch of motherfuckers to confirm shit. Yeah. But along the way, it's like, bro, like, you already knew what the fuck a nigga was going to confirm for you anyway. You might as well do it for a nigga tell you yes or no.
Yep.
And you might as well look right before a nigga told you was right. Because then they going to respect you even more.
I can't count how many times I've made my mind up on something and then think, like, people fell in line or like followed up or reached out to help and it's like, if I didn't set my mind, like, I remember one time I was like, I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna afford this shit. But I want to do it. And then like, I want to say like 2-3 months later, I got a grant. I know, like two months later, I heard about a grant. Like 2 months after that, I got the grant. So it's like, and so the money came and I was able to do what I wanted. I remember, and this is just like in the vein of like setting your mind and just like, if people fuck with you, they're going to fuck with you regardless. So like, just do what the fuck you got to do. Do it for you. And then if anybody else, if it resonates with other people, good. If it don't, you're still doing it for you. And that's the reward in and of itself once it's done. But like, I was in a collective. We needed to go on hiatus. Life was lifing. The pandemic was hitting. This nigga needed to pay bills. This nigga had a family brewing. And like, I respect it. I respect it because these are my men. I love them. But I needed to do what I needed to do for me. And I was like, yo, I need to record. I need a recording situation. I need space for myself. And the nigga that works in this studio, that does music in the studio, We Need Capital, he reached out to me like months later, like a few months later after I was like, yo, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but this year I'm gonna lean into like recording more and I've been in this joint every week, unless I'm sick or like we have some sort of like other thing going on, unless life pulls us away, we're in this joint every week for like 3 years now, going on 4.
That's good.
So like sometimes you just gotta like
Salute, man. Salute.
I feel
know how
you.
it be, yo. Trust me.
You just gotta be like, I'm doing this shit for me.
Like, yo.
And let God let God handle the rest.
Literally.
And if you don't believe in God, let the universe handle the rest. If that's how you understand it.
You believe in.
If that's how you understand
it. I don't care if you believe in trees and forks that walk on 5 legs, bro. If you believe that motherfucker is gonna get you the way you gotta go, you call that fucking fork with 5 legs. And when you find that nigga, give me his number. Cause if he taking you to the top, shit.
And I want to see
that mean y'all eating for real. A fork with 5 legs? Yeah, y'all niggas eating. Yeah.
No matter where I go, we eating.
Yeah.
He walking with
You're
me.
eating everywhere you go. You got the fork, nigga. He coming with you. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. But no, that's real shit. Like, bro, life is gonna pull you in so many fucking directions. People are gonna pull you in so many directions. Yourself is gonna pull you in so many directions.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna know where the fuck to go. But it's like, if you do decide that your craft is something that wakes you up every single day, you know, people be looking at it like, oh, I'm gonna get money from it. I tell niggas, getting money is the easy part. Y'all niggas not real hustlers. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like, bro, that's easy.
Caring for it and being real with it and like it carrying it, you know what I mean? It's fueling
that
you.
Shit. Like, nigga, like, what is your goals for the next 5, 10, 20? And if within that point you decide you want to start a family, you want to have kids, you got family already, you got friends, you got people that you care about.
How you gonna work that in?
How you gonna work it? You get what I'm saying? And like, I've been telling niggas, like, I owe it all to the people that poured into me when I first started. I had nothing. Absolutely nothing, you know. K here with me. I tell niggas all the time. Pay me for my first show. Niggas don't know how much that shit really means. Because it's like, bro, you putting food on the table.
Mm-hmm.
You work with people and y'all start to see, okay, we all doing the same shit. We came a little bit too far, whether that be a week, a month, a year, 10, 20. We put too much into this shit. Why stop now? I be getting frustrated as a motherfucker. Like, we really wanting to throw the shit in the towel, like, fuck it.
Yeah.
But I tell people all the time, it's something.
It's very much something.
It's something. Like, bro, and then, once again, conversation between me and God. Because I can't talk to nobody else about it. Because nobody's going to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody.
At best, they'll get a piece. They'll understand the
is
slice
going to
of it.
understand why I wake up every day and decide, bro, I'm a nut-ass motherfucker. I've already decided. Even if I make another penny, like nothing from this shit, I'm still going to do it.
I can't help myself.
I can't help it. I love it.
I'm here.
That much. So, you know, I feel like people that have that kind of drive, we were put here to do something. It's gonna be blurry for a little bit. It's gonna be very interesting and weird, but it's like we got a duty to fulfill for real. Everybody can't be on the front line fighting. Some people gotta sing. Okay, no, we're not gonna be crump dancing at protests. I don't think that's art. All right, and I said I wasn't gonna get political, but that's bullshit.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you do it.
That's bullshit. I do feel like there is a way to speak the truth for people to understand what the fuck is going on, for people to tap in a way where they can go in and be like, all right, yeah, we fucking up.
Mm-hmm.
Because what the fuck is you doing all that for? And I'm not even going to talk about the dancing. I'm just saying, like, bro, what the fuck do we even tripping for?
I think a lot of times we find ourselves in a position of discomfort, and instead of sitting and thinking critically about what we want, we focus on what we don't want, which is natural, especially when posed with what you, when you're presented with what you don't want, it's easy to be like, I don't want this, I don't want that. Mm-hmm. But to take some time to think, what do I actually want? Mm-hmm. It requires imagination, it requires time and energy, it requires self-awareness, and like, you know what I mean? That can be a lot to ask from people sometimes when the world is pulling you in different directions and asking a lot from you, and you still got bills to pay. You might got kids, you got a family, you got friends, you got lovers, you got
prioritized. So,
you know what I mean? Not to even shit on people, you know what I mean, for wanting or for protesting or feeling some type of way about whatever they feel about.
Dancing?
You say what?
Crump dancing?
Whatever, you know.
Go ahead.
But like, I think, and I guess, and this feels like an aside to our conversation, but just in general, like,
do what you do.
As an aside, like, take some time to think about what you do want, and that applies to anything. That applies if you're a creative and you want to create a career for yourself. That applies to if you want to make societal change, or if you just like looking at your life in general and feeling like it's time for something new. It's like, as much as you want to pour energy into what you don't want, that's not going to get you in a new position as much as it's just going to get you out of the old position. But in order to get into the new position, ask yourself and meditate and whatever it takes, what do you want? What do you actually want for you?
And that's a loaded question.
It's loaded as fuck.
That's loaded because, like, life going to bring you through the ringer to the point where you realize, like, bro, the shit I wanted, I didn't never really want that shit. I never wanted that shit.
Sometimes you want shit and it's like...
Sometimes you... Nah, it ain't even all that.
Once I got close, once I got it...
Ain't even all that. It's cool.
For real.
It's cool.
Ass.
It's alright. Like, what? It's cool. It ain't all what they told you it was.
And that shit'll shake you up. Getting wanting something, getting it, and it not fulfilling you, or it not aligning with you on a deeper level is like, damn. Then what do I want? Then it can make you feel a little lost.
And that has been my entire career in the music industry thus far.
Really?
Yes. It's just getting all of this shit and hitting these marks and like, bruh, I told niggas before, it didn't take until I'm sitting in the middle of a fucking museum and I'm just everywhere, and people like, oh, congrats, and I'm just sitting there. I don't feel a fucking thing. And at that point, I knew I had a problem, and it wasn't with anybody else in the world but myself. But once again, it's like how you said, like, what do you want? If you did all of this work to get here, and you treating it like you don't even want it, then you got some other shit going on.
It's something worth investigating.
It's yeah. That's why I say it's a loaded question, because it's like, bruh, our wants and our needs, that's not something that you can necessarily balance, because the needs are always going to outweigh your wants. And I've gotten to a point where I've lost a lot. We was talking about that before we got in here, like grieving. This whole year I spent it grieving things that I've lost. People, mindsets, weight, money, jobs, friends, relationships, everything that you could fucking think of. And it took for me to have absolutely nothing to realize I don't even know if that's what I really wanted, but I just wanted some sort of peace and stability.
Yeah.
And just, security.
And we attach those things
to material. And we think, oh, that's going to give me this. And then you get it, and you still don't got it. And that's the worst feeling to feel, is when you have it all and you still have nothing. So it's like, that's why I'm vulnerable with people, because it's like, bro, like, learn from me for you fuck up.
Let me be the example.
Let me be an example where it's just like, bro, like, trust me, like, people be talking about, oh, money can buy happiness. It can. That's a fact. I'm not going to disagree with that. Money can buy happiness, because money buys healthcare. Listen, I feel like, once again, we want security. We want peace. We want peace of mind. Whether that be in our connections, in our job. Unfortunately, it's just something in this world, we're going to have to fight for it. But we know how to do that. We can do that. And this is a personal conversation between us.
Yeah.
We good.
We always figure something out.
We're always going to
figure something out. For better or worse, we figure something out.
Niggas do everything we do because of our imagination. It's religions created because of our imagination. The whole world is here because of the greatest imagination that you could ever think of. And whatever you decide to call that, you're a reflection of it.
We're going to play a game. You ready to play a game?
Okay, so. Let's play a game. Rock, paper, scissors?
Nah.
What the fuck is that?
We playing a word game.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, I know, right? I ain't tell you nothing about it.
Yeah.
The 10-second timer, and in that 10 seconds, you need to hit a letter and then say a word in the topic that corresponds with that letter.
I'm a rapper.
I know. This should be nothing for you.
I hope so. All right, let's go.
All right, so we're gonna do a test round, and then we're gonna do a real round. Okay. Test round, real simple. We're gonna do colors.
Colors?
Yeah.
Okay, Gucci.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So, blue.
Turquoise.
Hit the button. Green.
Magenta.
Lavender.
Cyan.
Purple.
Opal.
Fuchsia.
Is the B already down?
It's already down. It's already down. Damn, got your ass.
I just saw the ivory too.
No, that would have been the one. That would have been the one. All right. I was thinking red next. That was next.
Getting into the
That
real
was next.
colors.
We thinking of hues, nigga.
Yeah.
We thinking of hues.
Fuck. Shades of everything.
All right. So
Red, what the fuck?
now we got the real round. You ready for the real round?
I guess so.
All right. So The topic is artists that inspire your work.
Fuck, okay.
I know that might take a little bit more than 10 seconds of thinking, so I'm going to give you like,
No,
you good? You good?
Not at all.
All right. I'm gonna start it off then.
Okay.
Kanye West.
Janet Jackson.
Shit. I was thinking of Jay's. Doom. Oh, I hit the button. We all know I hit the button.
We can do it over.
No, we gonna go again. We gonna go again. Doom. All right, bet.
Andre 3000.
All right. Outkast. Cause both
Beyonce.
of them. Charlie Wilson, actually.
Frankie Beverly.
Woo! Maze. And Maze.
Ronald Isley.
Shit. Green Day.
Sweet. Lil Wayne.
Panic at the Disco too.
Shania Twain.
Shit. Everybody, nigga. I cheated.
Tina Marie.
You know what? You might have got me. It's fair enough. Thank you. Hey.
Hey, she was on your ass.
Shut up. It's gonna be.
Four monumental things that you did to develop yourself.
Four monumental.
Monumental. Shit.
To develop self?
This is a loaded, to develop self?
Sheesh.
That's a loaded question. Monumental. When I was 21? 21? Yeah, about 2021. I decided to focus. And I decided, how earlier we was talking about when you get really uncomfortable and you decide what you do and you don't want. I didn't like my life. I didn't like the way things were going. I didn't like my circumstances, whether I could control them or not. So, when I was 21, I had this really big outlook of life where it was a lot of optimism. And I had that, I was really naive, where I'm like, okay, I can do whatever the fuck I want. And they ain't gonna tell me shit. And then life whooped my ass. But I was focused and I was determined to do something with myself. So I changed my career. I went from working as a cashier at Lowe's, and I decided I don't want to just make money. I want to have a career, but not just a career. I want it to be something where I can wake up every day and say, I want to do this, and I feel happy doing this. And whether it's getting me a lot of money right now, I can work towards it, and I can do, like, I can build a name for myself. You get what I'm saying? Whether niggas know me or not, I know that the work that I put in is going to show, you know? So then I got into ophthalmology for real. And I did that at the same time as music. Same thing. I said, you know what? I want to focus because I always wanted to make music. What am I bullshitting for? I want to make a career out of it. So 2018 was when I did both. Most challenging thing ever. Because now that I'm looking back, I'm like, bitch, you was a wild bitch for that.
You decided to start two careers
at once. And I'm working like a full-time job. Well, at first I started off part-time, but paying rent, I moved out like on my own. Like had a roommate and niggas is just like dragging, like just being young. And I'm thinking I got it all figured out. But I'm like, you know, it was just the simple fact that I just wanted some type of change. But it felt good. Because I'm like, damn, it's actually what I want to do. After that, I would say, was actually getting my mental health right. And, like, talking to people about what's going on and saying like, all right, look, y'all, I need help. Like, it's something is off. And when I was younger, I took meds for like ADHD and all that shit like that. And when I was older, I was like, all right, I'm not going to do that shit. I just want to like live life without any type of me feeling like I have a crutch or feeling like I have to relate to any type of stigma or anything. I'm like, all right. Now I was like, you know what? That shit hard. So I'm going to call the lady for real and we going to figure this shit out. And life is getting real and like, I can't lie. Like, I can't just call my friends because like my problems aren't their responsibilities. You get what I'm saying? Like, and even moving out, that's another like monumental ass part. Like, bruh, like being by myself, I done had my lights cut off. Like, I done been like broke because I poured everything into music.
Not accounting for your own your
like
personal
I said,
life.
just being young and optimistic and just like, bro, but like I don't regret a damn thing. I swear on everything.
You shouldn't.
I promise. I don't regret a damn thing because I'm here. And I'm grateful for the lessons that I've learned because it's like, okay, I did stupid shit because I didn't know no better. Now I know better. It can't nobody tell me what better is unless I experience better for myself. So I continue to know better. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, like that moment where it's just like different little accolades for real. I can't really measure any one of them up to another because they all mean something to me. You know, I don't care what anybody thinks about, like I said, anything. Like, when I ask people, they be like, oh, you did this. And I be like, damn, that's the biggest shit that I did to you? Like, damn, nigga, I'm over here like, nigga, that's what you was? Like, and like I said, it's just, you know, a measure of what success means to you for real.
Yeah.
What success is to me, like I told you when I first came in here, staying alive. I'm alive, nigga. Like, it been plenty of times where I want to be like, man, fuck this shit. Like, bro, but, you know, just waking up every day and finding the courage to be like, you know what?
I'm not going to give up today.
Not today.
No.
I'll give it however long God say I got it.
I was thinking about it, but nah, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'll make that decision again tomorrow. But today.
But we got to get through the day first.
Yeah, I got to at least.
If we can get through the day, then we can get through tomorrow. And then, I mean, we can, like, bro, and then you just learn, like, bro, this shit is just, it's a Truman Show, bro. It's all an illusion.
All you gotta do is be patient.
It's all an illusion.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, it's whatever you want to make of this shit. We all got imaginations. Yeah. We all can, you know. I think that a lot of the milestones that I accomplished is because I said I would. It's because I knew I would.
I wanted to ask you about that. Like, we're running short on time.
We good.
I wanted to ask you about, like, you manifest, like, because I know manifestation is a thing for you.
Huge.
I know it's a thing for you. Because, like I said, I've been following you. I've been paying attention.
Huge.
And, like, what do you feel like is the grandest thing you've manifested for your career thus far?
I think that I can't say it's particularly one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it is
The career itself.
Yeah, it's how everything comes full circle. It's how I've said things in my music.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go back to the music, and I've literally said in the lyrics, you're going to go back to this shit one day. And this shit's going to happen. You get what I'm saying? It's just a matter of like, I made that shit happen. And it's still continuing to happen in ways that I didn't think would. Like I said, I knew I would be here, but at the same time, it's shit that be happening while I'm like, bro, that ain't me, that's God.
Mm-hmm.
And there are other forces that are working with me and against me, and all I know is all I can do is just continue to speak my words into existence, not just for myself, but for my niggas, because I know how powerful my word is. Mm-hmm. If I can teach other people how powerful theirs is, And you don't have to speak it through music. You don't have to speak it through just regular conversation. I think that everybody can find their power. Just figure out how it makes a difference.
Yeah.
Just figure out how it makes a difference and keep using that shit to the point where you can be in positions where niggas believe you. Because you can sit here and you can preach, but niggas is not going to believe you until that shit happens. And I'm just grateful that shit is happening the way it is, because I can tell niggas, okay, y'all get it now, right?
Yeah, because
like you see what we was getting at, right?
you said
like,
it and then it happened and then you did it.
That's it.
So
That's it. That's all sometimes people need to believe.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, you don't need a science to it. It's no book to it. It's no equation to it. Do what you gotta do.
All right, before we go, what would you have to say to this person on the other side of that card?
Damn. That bitch. Damn. Wow. Shit. Damn. You want to see the picture, Kay? That bitch.
2018, Miss Kam.
Damn. Calm down. Calm down.
I still remember that screech.
Honestly, I would tell, oh, this is going to bring tears to my eyes. Calm down, shorty. Calm down. Calm down. It's cool. Like, ooh.
Calm down. Why was she so riled up?
Life be lifing, bro. Like, even to this day, but it's like, I'm proud of myself because even through my tears, I can speak through them. I couldn't do that with her. And you can see the anger. You can literally, like...
I thought it was just passion. It was anger.
I'm happy to be happy in whatever capacity that means. But I would tell her that your happiness depends on you, and you can't blame your anger on nobody. It's nobody's fault. Everybody has a reason to be angry. Everybody has a reason to be upset. You're not this big bad bitch that you think you are. Like, real shit. Like, no matter how you make it look, it's cool to be vulnerable. It's cool to tell people I'm going through it. It's cool to tell people, like, behind all of that, I got something to say. When I figure out the words, there's going to be a mature person that will say it in the right way. But I will tell her, like, you're going to be that person one day. It's not going to happen overnight, but first you got to calm the fuck down. Like, real shit. Like, nobody's going to listen to you when you're yelling at them. Nobody's going to listen to you when you're screaming at them. Nobody's going to listen to you when you're cussing and fussing, and it's not respectable. Because I wouldn't want nobody to talk to me like that.
Mm-hmm.
And Shorty was, what, 21? I'm about to be 30
22.
next year. Well, next year I'm going to be 29, but yeah, after that, I'll be 30. So, you know, calm down, Shorty. And that's why I would tell anybody that's younger than me. Like any of my little sisters, anybody, you know, calm down. It's not that deep.
Mm-hmm.
It's only as deep as you make it.
Hey, I'm sorry to almost make you cry.
No.
Yeah, but
That's that good shit. It was needed. It was needed.
I
Thank
appreciate you
for making me cry.
You're welcome. It went from I'm sorry to you're welcome.
Real shit. No. Ain't no thing. You ain't got to apologize for that. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. One of the best interviews I did this year. Thank you.
You're welcome.
For sure.
So closing out, this was Miss Kam. And I'm Nomad the Native.
This was Miss Kam.
This was Miss Kam.
This was Miss Kam.
And
We don't miss that Miss Kam.
this is a snippet, baby. Peace.
A little bit.
Snip, snip.
What's
For
up?
my energy, I know that I can't feed that, but I pity the fool that picked me to lose. I was shitty in school, now I'm making moves. Industry blues really get crucial. Take the pain for the gain. At this point, man, I'm used to it. Just take it in my mind.
Hey, yo. Hey, son. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And if so, then comment, like, subscribe, follow, disagree, whatever. I mean, this is a show by the artist for the artist. So, if you want to be featured, just hit us. There ain't nothing but an email or a DM away. Until next time, peace.